What are the things that you can do when you feel like you're going into cash flow challenges?
Number one, look at your profitability of your jobs, job cost jobs. Make sure that the guys are productive, they're billing, and they're profitably billing hours. Generally, decreasing current ratio means decreasing profitability, and decreasing profitability means imminent cash flow problem. All right, that's generally what it is. So that's the first thing I would do is I would say, okay, let's make sure our job cost is coming out where we want. Are we getting the net profit per hour we want? If our net profit per hour is negative or, less than what you can make at a fast food restaurant, what's going on? Are the guys, are we bidding the job for, 1,000 hours and it's taking 1,200? Are we bidding it for 40 and it's taking 60? I mean, where are we? What's going on? You have to find decreasing current ratio should be the greatest warning sign to you that there is a problem with productivity. There is a problem with profitability. Figure it out or get help. One of the two.
Yeah. I think when you get into the current ratio, I don't believe I've ever met a small business owner who knows what that is, ever. Now, I've worked with, they have to understand that and get there eventually, but it is not.
Yeah, once they've worked with someone, but like just on their own, just like.
I'm never.
Or they've read my books, or they've been through my classes. They get it.
Well, that's the point. People have to get that.
Yeah.
And that a guy driving around listening to us right now be going, what? Another thing I got to do? Well, again, your bookkeeper has to do it. You just have to know what that is. Don't necessarily even know how it's created off the balance sheet, but you need to know what that is. And like you just said, okay, my current ratio is getting worse. That's a warning sign. And you don't even need to know all the particulars behind how it was created.
Yeah. I mean, all I got to do is put their financial statements into Financially Fit Business and press a button. That's it.
We really need to check that out, Martin.
Yeah.
Financially Fit Business. We'll put that in the show notes for anybody that wants to check that out. Why don't you tell us a little bit more about it? Obviously, put your financial statements in there, but like, what's the goal of it? How should somebody be using that on a quarterly basis, monthly basis?
No, you do it every month.
Every month, okay.
Financially Fit .business. So I did it as a .business. It will do 14 ratios for you. It will do your P&L ratios for you, your gross margin ratios, your net profit per hour ratios. It will do current ratios, and it graphs everything for you. So you can see the trends. I mean, you want to see numbers? They're there. But quite frankly, I don't get a whole lot of numbers. I want to look at the graphs. I want to see whether they're going up or going down. And then there's, help. If your graphs aren't going the right way, guess what? Here's places to look. This is what the graph should look like. And if they're not looking like that, then here's places that you look. And it literally is 5 minutes a month. Dump the numbers in. Your bookkeeper prepares them. You dump them in. It's after January, the AI will dump them in. You just right. And you'll find out whether they're right or wrong.
Yeah.
But right now, you still have to enter them.
So, but what if your financial statements are wrong? How can you tell if your financial statements are incorrect?
The AI will tell you whether they are or not.
Sure. But before you've used Financially Fit Business, what are some ways what like the red flags that are an indication that you have errors or inaccuracies in your financial statements?
The big errors: negative cash, negative payroll taxes, negative loan payments. Those are the three biggies. I mean, negative receivables. Oh my gosh, there's so many.
I was going to add that. That's one of the first things I do with a new client who says they have books. I just look to see if they have a balance sheet. And there'll be a lot of negative numbers in there, which is possible, but probably not. And then I go to accounts receivable and listing of accounts receivable, and they never fail. So, well, that's not right. Bill paid me. And then there are a whole bunch of numbers, negative numbers. I said, so they pay you twice? No. Well, why is that number negative? This is supposed to be what people owe you. It shows a negative number, which implies you owe them. What's going on? I don't know. And
I do.
Every time you have to go figure that out. And if that's wrong, everything else is incorrect.
Yeah.
Your profit loss, your balance sheet, your cash flow statement, everything.